And hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today I finally managed to get a little window in where I can progress some of the other side content. I figured try the Alliance raid. I've been putting it off for a while. I know I've been overall down, feeling down and just disconnected from the Dawn Trail content, which I personally do not like, but there have been a few good points here and there. The normal raid has been good. I haven't tried Savage. I haven't yet been able to get into the extremes, the extreme trials. Here's hoping the Alliance raid isn't a bummer. Full disclaimers ahead, I do not have any experience with FF11. I do not know or understand the story. Here's hoping that the narrative is communicated well, though given Dawn Trail's problems with keeping me connected, I'm personally not holding out much hope, but who knows? So with those health disclaimers out of the way, if you like what you see at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells. It's a small thing from each of you, but it helps the channels out tremendously. Thank you in advance. And with that, let's get started. An otherworldly encounter. This Hubigo messenger is looking for a well-traveled adventurer. Say, aren't you Myrokos? That certainly saves me a lot of trouble. I was asked to find you on behalf of Milaja. Isn't she the Mamulja that we spoke of, that's Bakul Jaja's mother? Curious happenings abound in Mamuk of late, and we thought one with your worldly experience may be able to help us make sense of things. If you have the time and inclination to aid us, she awaits you in Mamuk. You'll find her west of the plaza in the large building near the two-headed statue. Okay. So we got to go to Mamuk. Now what the hell, let's use the etherite pickets. Saves me the gill. Well, I guess this is the building. Ah, here it is. And that's the statue, I'm guessing. And honestly, I'm just going around based off of where the map marker is. Thank you for coming. Truth be told, I was unsure if I was right to call on you, but the troubles we now face cannot be overcome with our strength alone. It all began when we found a fallen traveler in the sky-deep cenote for a mercy. His wounds were not life-threatening, so he fell in. His kind is not a common sight in these lands. Tall and slender build with pointed ears. An Elizon? Okay. He has yet to awaken, but speaks in his sleep of strange things that make little sense to us. It was our hope that you might recognize something in his ramblings, or perhaps even jog his memory once he regains consciousness. Might you be willing to speak with him? Okay. Milalja, the traveler stirs. Oh, how convenient. Very good. If you would be so kind as to bring him here. We are glad to see you awake and in good health besides. May I ask your name, traveler? My name? I'm sorry, I can't remember. It would seem the fall has affected his memory. Okay, he did fall in. In any case, his presence here is a complete mystery to us. His armor, the only hint as to whence he came. Does anything about him strike you as out of the ordinary? Looks like your typical adventurer to me, not much different from any other Elezen I've met. Or would that be Eldite? Go with the second one. Elezen. Eldite. No, that's not quite correct. Oh, his head is hurting. I remember. I am an Elvan. An Elvan adventurer. And you are Mamulja. Could it be that, I've come to Mamuk? Wait, if I'm in Mamuk, then I must have been taken prisoner, huh? To so readily believe us enemies. Perhaps he comes from a land unfamiliar with our customs across the salt. He could be from Eorzea. I'm not so sure. Maybe he came from Alexandria. He said Elvan. No one in Eorzea calls themselves Elvan. Alexandria would be Eldite, so it's not that one either. We've no way to know for certain. In which case... Milalja, we must gather our strongest fighters at once. Why? What's happened? Gulul Jaja's shade has returned. It has been sighted near Drak Descent. Bakul Jaja has engaged the apparition, but I fear the worst. The Vow of Resolve's champion from the feet of the Brotherhood. I suspect you would understand the graveness of this situation better than most. In recent days, the late Dawn Servant's shade has been seen wandering the woods of Yaktal. I have reason to believe it was invoked in like manner to the one used in the feat. Only a privileged few of the Bunewa should be privy to the knowledge required to perform the rite. The culprit will be found in time, but we've a more pressing matter at hand now. I must hurry and inform the land's guard. Bakul Jaja requires reinforcements. Okay. The Dawn Servant's shade. I fear he may not hold out until the guard assembles. I am loath to ask such a favor, but would you aid Bakul Jaja in this battle? I am in your debt. Dockdraft Descent is to the west of here. Please go and help my son. Gulu Jaja. I guess that's for the gathering quest. Ah, okay. Pathetic. And you dare call yourself a blessed yourselves blessed siblings. Not bad. You might actually prove a challenge. If you come to help, best stay on your guard. He's not alone. What's this? Another monster in need of slaying? Don't worry, I'll send them packing. Here I go, okay. Nullifying dropkick. I can't explain why, but something told me I had to be here. Huh, not bad at all. But it'll take more than a cup of Tari to stop me. Tari? Are you daft, girl? You can speak. A shame you don't seem to have any manners. The name's Prish. You do well to remember it. Prish. Ha, looks like I win. Hmm? One Taurus down, one to go. I hope you're ready. Yeah, at ease, Push. We've seen to our task. Come. Whatever you say, Ulmia. Ulmia. Ulmia? What is he talking about? Krish, wait. Please don't go. I'm guessing the word of the Dawn Servant's shade is what brought you here. I don't know what that girl has to do with all this, but clearly she's aligned with whoever summoned them. The way remains open, though there's no telling where it leads. Even so, they can't be allowed to return. We have a duty to protect this forest. I'll not see it torn apart by some two-headed imposter. Let's hurry after them, brother. Watch over that one, won't you? Krish, what's happened to you? Everything's still hazy, but I recall fighting alongside that girl. We were comrades in arms, I think. But something was clearly wrong with her. She not only mistook me for a monster, but she called her two-headed companion Ulmia. The Ulmia I know is an Elvon woman, a far cry from the reptilian fiend we encountered. Something dark has taken hold of her, clouded her mind. I have to go and... oh, you're injured. You're not going anywhere with those wounds. I'll go after Prish. But she needs me. You would go in my stead? I know not how to thank you. I recognize that look, the eyes of a man who's seen more than their fair share of battle. Despite what Prish has done, she was a dear friend to me, I'm fairly certain. Have care, friend, there's no telling what lies beyond that portal. Certainly isn't your usual ether. Current thing. I was expecting the townsfolk to be indifferent, if not hostile, when I asked for a sword and shield, but they did not hesitate to help and send me on my way. I think I've always been accustomed to such armaments, though. Once recovered, I should be glad to put them to use at your side. You're definitely not your usual, ether current portal. So this not only will help me progress this storyline, but also give me the last sticker for Wondrous Tales. Hopefully I get a line from it, but who knows. Oh my god, 22 minutes. Average wait time 25. Well, one of the things I've noticed is that this expansion is following the trend of Stormblood, and like the Stormblood Alliance raids, we are in for a long queue. So if you need to get up and stretch your legs, maybe grab a quick drink. Go ahead, I've already got my water with me. I wonder if I have enough to... I should have enough, hopefully, to upgrade that. Oh, I've still got 720 shoes. Well, if I do get 750 gear, I could either get pants or I could get either hands or feet gear. I've already got the right side decked out as best as possible. Although no materia, good heavens. Okay, I've only got the one, I might as well give it critical hit. And I do like my spell speed. Can't do spell speed with this one, but I can do at least critical hit. And then for this one, oh, I really should do critical hit, but I'll give spell speed. And hopefully that makes the difference. Well, one thing I can do in the meantime, though it uses up a lot of... I could either get the pants, or I could get both the feet and the gloves, but not both. Okay, you know what? I'll get the hands and the glove and the feet. Yeah. I'll just save up for the pants. Okay, I'm as geared up as I can be and materiaed up as I can be at this time. Actually, not entirely true. I could add materia, but I don't want to if I'm going to replace it later. Just need more DPS and a few more healers at this point. Oh, never mind. Just popped, so here we go. Hopefully. Oh, come on. Don't queue for an alliance raid if you don't intend to do an alliance raid. Well, there's Presh.
Careful. That girl is stronger than she looks.
How about we start with a big fat knuckle sandwich? Here we go! Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it!
Just follow the people. Okay.
Is that all you've got? Wait for it! Wait for it!
Uh-oh. One of our healers is, disconnecting.
Nerfying dropkick to your fat head! Altana, give me strength! of the dawn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, we're just getting started. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay. What do I do?
Auroral uppercut. Behold, the blessed power of Altana.
Ooh.
Still kicking? 'Cause so am I. You ready for this?
Not this again.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay, I guess I'm in the right spot then.
Open your eyes. Man, is that all? And I was just working off an appetite. This should do it. Take this and that and one of these. Now we're having a party. Time to get serious. Wait for it. I'm not done yet. Wait for it. Wait for it. This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
I've a bone to pick with this one. But first... the only way out is forward. A forest, huh? Go. We'll look after the girl.
Now, who are those people running around?
What is that? Is some kind of Tural Vitral?
You mean the Gubu? Oh wait, Aquarius. That's a crab.
On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big. A dragon!
I hate boat kicking people, but Everybody's running over here. Wait, Fafnir? I could have sworn I saw Fafnir and Eureka when I did Eureka off stream. Well, dang it. Oh boy. Well, this is chaos, but not the killable kind. Well. Okay. Let's try learning the fight while we're down. Okay, that seat gets to the head, goes tail swipe.
Teleportation magic. Oh, brace yourselves.
Okay. And where are we now?
Aye, so where are we now? And what are these floating ruins?
my god, my roll rate is not good. There's a memo over here.
There's something about that big tower.
So I didn't see any other journals, but it's like,
Five of them? You shall be burned by the rage that controls you.
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you. You shall be twisted by the envy that drives you.
Rage clean.
Cowardice dismembers. You shall be smothered by the arrogance that consumes you.
shall be defeated by the apathy that plagues you.
Envy engulfs! Cowardice dismembers! You shall be consumed by the cowardice that finds you. Arrogance defiles.
Well fought. Wuklamat chose her companions well. Our next destination. No doubt a warm reception awaits us. Let's go and have a look. What? Why only you? Come, mortals. Allow me to show you the depths of my hatred and your folly!
Oh, I got a thing for...
I cannot die! Not until I have
hello.
eradicated you and your kind from this world!
No, it's not dinner time. Oh, well on. Oh, just narrowly missed that.
Flames of hatred! Oh, how they burn! There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash! Let the fires ride and rage! Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny! The darkness within me shall devour you all! This insult, I will scour it away with your blood. Give up your painful strivings. Give in to the darkness of oblivion. Your funeral dirge has begun. Its mournful notes sing of your demise. Rich as filth, return to the feculent soil that birthed you!
Oh no, now a tank is disconnecting. No. Oh, well on.
Behold, as the spate of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence.
Oh my goodness, my... A Viper got tank buster because our tank is disconnecting. Oh.
I will crush you like the insects you are!
Wrong way. You got the wrong one.
The land trembles before my might! Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny!
Still not certain about the dialogue. Again, no context. Well, I got the minion and the triple triad card. Would that I got any of those music sheets, which probably would give whatever equivalent music. Oh, and I got a command. Oh, nice. Hello, Autumn. Electro. I'm thinking an electro hallucination, hologram, not hallucination, hologram. Okay. Are you alright? She's merely sleeping. It remains to be seen if she will give us a fight when she wakes. Ah, she stirs. A two-headed lizard trying to take a bite out of me, huh? A scrawny thing like you would barely make a snack. Besides, we don't eat people. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. If you've no quarrel with us, we've none with you. This from Bakul Jaja, who was happy to pick fights during MSQ. Wow. Someone's tone has changed. We only wish to talk. Can they really be trusted? Yeah. I suppose so. I should know better than to judge people based on their appearance. It's fine, we're an intimidating specimen. I'm Pritch, by the way. Nice to meet you. Okay, today's just been full of surprises. We get to explore around. Gods, what's happened to this place? An Elvan adventure, wait a minute. This looks eerily like, yep, that is the same chest piece that you need to be able to do Eureka. Of course, I glamored it when I was doing it, but the city's not at all what it should be. What I would give for a drink right about now. Non-stars recorded deal. Mayo 1K, can I have? Alas, my love, the shy. What? I am patrol. Party looking dark samurai dragon. Wait a minute. Party looking? Okay, so, and here's where you would exchange the sheet scrolls for music. Okay. Looking the fool. Looking the hermit. I Chululu divining 5-card others. Okay. Auction house, any questions? In the past, great wealth. So I guess these were the auction houses? Huh. Today's just been full of surprises. There's much of this we don't understand, but what we do understand is the battle is won, for now at least. What would have otherwise been a struggle proved a decisive victory against the Dawn Servant's Shade and the rest of those fiends, that is to say, thank you for your help, Myrokos. I guess they're learning to say thank you. Hopefully this girl can give us some answers. It all began with a stone. Fresh is almost definitely, probably certain you are standing in Juno. Okay. What's Juno? What were your names again? Myrokos and Bakul Jaja. Right. Wait, a male Mithra? Well, now I've seen everything. Okay. And I seem to recall what I do recall from the way FF11 was made was that Mithra were female only, so... Okay. If you're done with the small talk, would you mind explaining why you attacked us? What in the world are you talking about? Don't play the fool with us. You were spouting nonsense about us being Tari and nearly killed a man on your rampage. Well, I do recall fighting Tari not long ago to protect Olmia. A friend of hers, you say? That's all well and good, but she was addressing Gulul Jaja's shade with that name. The incantations needed to summon it are said to be based on a much older magic, one capable of clouding people's minds. If our enemy is skilled enough to summon Gulul Jaja, it stands to reason such tricks are not beyond them. Meaning young Pressure was likely tricked into believing the shade was this Olmia person. So it was an illusion then. It's starting to come back to me. There was someone who warned me that a dear friend needed my protection. He was blue, like your left head, and he gave me these bizarre weapons. Blue like me. I usually fight with my fists, but didn't think twice to accept what they gave me. I suppose they're magics to blame. In any case, I hope the real Olmia hasn't been dragged into all this. Can you tell us anything about the one you thought was your Olmia? Where they might be hiding, perhaps? Would that I could, but when I got here, I was all by my lonesome. Here being where, exactly? Juno. At least I think this is Juno. There was never anything like that here before. It's mostly empty, but there are a few people lingering about. If you know where to look, maybe they can tell us something. Go with Prish and see what you can learn from this place and the whereabouts of that shade. We will remain here and keep watch on this rift. I sense something foul on the winds here. The sooner we leave this place, the better. Right then, let's have a look around. Oh, and we should probably stop at the Tenshodo as well. It's in the back of Neptune's spire across the way from the fountain. Oh good, I was hoping to run into you too. I don't wish to be overly forward, but why were you speaking with that Mimolja earlier? More importantly, what was it doing here? They would never dare venture beyond the shores of Aragia. Unless, my gods, has Gulul Jaja laid siege to Ata Urgon? Is Juno next to fall? I don't know about anything about sieges or invasions, but that Mamulja over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. The poor man's probably more confused than we are about all this. I do hope Serpent General Eliapo is alright. Okay. Magic map adventures. Welcome Alduin. Help. Welcome Chamber of Commerce. We assist job labor. Adventurers gather from all corners of the world to buy and sell their spoils here. The taxes are a pain, but it's worth it for the wide selection. Just between you and me, though, I've heard you can cut a good deal with merchants peddling their wares just outside of town. But why is it closed? The auction house never closes. Maybe they're waiting for things to return back to normal around here whenever they reopen. I suggest you stop by. Who knows, you may get lucky and find something way below market price. Yeah, good luck finding something way below market price on the market board. I mean, granted, it happens now and again, but most of the time, not so much. You're new to Juno, aren't you? I can tell by the way you were talking in we're taking in the sights there and talking about the sights. The city was built upon Heaven's Bridge, connecting the two great continents of Quan and Mindartia. You'll find there's an upper and lower level, a port, and the administrative plaza of Ruluda Gardens. At least you would have before. All ways in and out of Lower Juno appear to be blocked or cut off. The situation here is worse than I thought. Even teleport and recall spells seem to have no effect. What do you suppose has trapped us here? I've only visited Juno a handful of times, but when I needed a place to lay low and maybe lick my wounds once or twice. I always enjoyed my time here, though. Met quite a few interesting people along the way. Okay. What? Why is this blocked off? There are supposed to be stairs here leading up to the residential area. I swear things get stranger here by the minute. Well, I thought I knew all the Mithra who traveled through here of late. Where are you from, stranger? Ulda. Ulda. Can't say I've heard of it. Most folks passing through hail from Sandoria, Bastock, or Windurst. Considering the present state of Juno, though, seems strange is becoming a common occurrence. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of your homeland either, but that's not important right now. At times like this, we need to know who can be trusted. What sort of place is Ulda anyway? Maybe I can visit someday. Dry, sandy, markets are a pain. It's like I think I went up here earlier. Yeah, no such luck. There's a bed. That rope thing usually means it's blocked. You're not supposed to go forward. You press against the door, but it refuses to budge. Won't open? Then I guess we won't be meeting Aldo. He's the head of the Ten Shodo. When the world's in danger, he's always there to lend me a hand. Reminds me of my friends the Scions. A shame I can't meet him. Scions, eh? They sound like a competent lot. Unfortunately, we're on our own here. Whatever's happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Bakul Jaja, see if he's noticed anything. Neptune Spire. Applicants invite our branch, please, will issue membership. Returned at last, with answers, I hope? Not really. So we're truly in this Juno, as she says. But I've traveled all over Tyrell and never heard of a Juno or Sandoria or any of those other places. What in Altana's name is Tyrell? I thought all you Mamulja are from Aragia. Fresh, you're alright. And she has you to thank, I'm sure. Thanks for caring, I guess. And who are you exactly? Oh, here we go again. I thought he was a friend of yours. He's the one who asked me to go and look for you. I appreciate the concern, but I've never seen him before in my life. How can you say such a thing? I mean, you do look like the sort I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What was the name, mister? He doesn't remember his name. My name is... You must be the one they found wounded in the Sky Deep Cenote. Well, we have to call you something. How about Alzal? Vagabond in the Mamulja town. Though it might be closer to adventure in Myrokos' Aor's Inn. Nicely chosen, brother. That does have a rather nice ring to it. All's all it is. So where are we exactly? Juno, or at least a close approximation. Surely you remember this place, don't you? It does feel familiar. What's so special about this place anyway? And where did that damn shade get off to? Ah, none of this makes any sense. My, what a vexing predicament. Familiar voice. Hey, that's the one who put me under a spell, I'm sure of it. So the Buniwa sycophant yet lives. What are you doing here? Sarilja. And you found me in a generous mood, as you found me in a generous mood? I thought I might enlighten you as to the nature of this place. That is why you've come, isn't it? The young lady is correct. This is the Grand Duchy of Juno. So we really are in Juno. And yet something about it feels so... oh. I never said that this is the real one. It's an imitation, a rather convincing one, I might add, which I created based on visions of another world. You built this? That I did. While you and yours were holding the Dawn Servants' coronations, Aralja and I ventured to the gate of the Golden City. Yep. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate's key was in our possession, the power to reshape the world within our grasp, or so I thought. In the eyes of the Roselian sun, I was but a useless tool to be cast aside. By all rights, I should have died when he struck me down, but once the chamber was empty, the gate still open, I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, a space beyond time. It was there in this dark expanse that I beheld another world. So he entered the interdimensional rift, but the world was called Vana'diel. Okay. But then why didn't we traverse the interdimensional rift? You know, how you're showing the same transition when we went through the portal. What a load of rubbish. As if anyone would believe that everything and everyone here is a little more than one of your toys. It's electro. Wait a minute. An electro cube could make a whole person, or simulate a whole person. But if they want to make endless, if Calyx wants to make endless, why isn't he doing this? He turned to stone. As I said, everything you see here is of my creation. Much like we fashioned a phantom Gulul Shasha for the feet of the Brotherhood, I was able to use our ceremonial tools to breathe life into my visions of Vana'diel. Under normal circumstances, my conjurings only have strength enough for a brief clash. With that stone, however, my magics are capable of so much more. Isn't that what Zeralja used to build his army? Electrope, he called it. Yep. Electrope, you say? If you know its name, I trust you also know these stones are possessed of immense power. Power enough for my creations to persist as long as I please. Fortunate then that world between worlds was filled with structures made from electrope, more than I could ever hope for. Wait, if everything we see here, everything we believed was from Vana'diel is of your making, then am I... Gods, that would mean I am as well. You? Yes, well, a trivial thread in the tapestry of my grand designs. Why do I get the feeling that this Elvon here is actually from Vana'diel? And in that case, are we going to have a meeting with the person from the FF11 crossover? Iroha, I think. But then again, if they did that, they'd have to explain how this other person got it, came from FF11 over and didn't make it back. And what a wondrous weave it will be, made possible by the endless possibilities gleaned in that walk of echoes. The memories buried there, those remnants of echoes, will shape my dreams into reality. I once believed that dream lay in the resilient sun, but that bastard is dead to me. By my hand, Terrell will have the greatest ruler the world has ever known. Yeah, but he's a puppet. You just want power for yourself. I've made an admirable start, but my work is far from finished. Very soon I will draw upon the echoes once more to summon the greatest beings of Vana'diel, and their strength will be made one with this magnificent shade. You never tell your enemy your plan. The reason and resolve which built the nation of Tuliolol matched with the uncompromising tyranny that commanded the Mamulja of that world. So basically the final boss of the entire Alliance raid will be a Mamulja from FF11, which is clearly Galul Jaja of FF11, and so two Galul Jajas simulated will combined into one. He's thinking is that this is going to bring me power. That's so dumb. And of course we're going to stop it somehow. You'll never get away with this, I'll make sure of it. I won't let you sully the memories of Vana'diel. If you won't listen to reason, then maybe you'll listen to my fists. That's the spirit. My preparations will take time, of course, but when I am ready, you can be certain I will call upon you to bear witness to my greatness. Why are we waiting? Surreal Joe, wait. What? The only reason why we let them get away was because there has to be a second and third parts of the Alliance raid, otherwise we would never have done that. I would never let them go. Brish is lost in thought. Brish. Damn it all. Just when I thought things couldn't become more complicated, making sense of Alexandria was trouble enough, but now we have this Vana'diel to deal with as well. I can only imagine how Brish and Alzal must be feeling. What do you do when your very existence is called into question? First, he served the tyrant Zoralja, and now he would dare usurp the throne for this pale imitation of the Dawn's servant, sniveling wretch. That world was called Vana'diel. Alzal regards Brish with a pained look in his eye. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of my past to refute Zoralja's claims. Brish, on the other hand, seems to know everything of her past, who she is, and who she is. Yet to be told, the memories of your life are not your own. I can only imagine how she must feel. Now it's not the time to be disheartened, at least not here anyway. I wouldn't trust anything made by Surrealja to be safe for long. Or to remain functional. Let us return to Myrokos weekends while we still can. My mother will want to know of what we've seen here. Now that we are returned, I can see now this isn't the Myrokos that I know. I'm glad to see you and Bakul Jaja returned safely and you brought a new guest. There you are. I thought you should be the one to explain what happened out there in Yaktown. Not simply from another territory, but another world entirely. That explains much of the initial confusion between us. My apologies for any trouble I may have caused, and thank you for taking me in. Different worlds, and yet we seem to have so much in common. I cannot help but wonder what it is that links the two together. What indeed, you mistook us for the Myrokos of your Vana'diel when we first met? May I ask what they are like? Nothing at all like you and yours, even if they do bear a striking resemblance. There was a time when all the peoples of Vana'diel, the Myrokos included, knew peace. But a tyrant possessed of a terrible power claimed rulership over the Myrokos and turned them against us. Before we realized it, we were at war. A tale similar to ours in a way. The rare few of us born with two heads grow to be immensely powerful. That power was used to justify our preeminence over all others. But that is not who we are anymore. We can be better than our forebears. We will be. All of our hard work will be for nothing if Surrealja succeeds in seizing the throne. Well, you'll not want for aid in stopping him, I promise you that. Sorry, Autumn's wanting attention. Oh ho, keen to lend a hand, are you? I don't need to know who I am to know the right thing to do. My blade is yours. On my honor as an adventurer of Vana'diel, we will put an end to Surrealja's schemes. If he were here, I'm sure he'd have done the same. Who's he? Right then. Now we can worry about whether or not I'm real another day. I'm not going to stand around and let the Surrealja piss all over the memory of my home. So you can count me in too. Don't think you can forget about us. This all started in Yaktao, and we have a duty to keep our forests safe. Surrealja has left us without a trail for now. Without a trail to follow, but it's only a matter of time before he reveals himself to challenge Myrokos once more. If you were to be ready, I think it prudent the two of you learn more of our world. An excellent idea, brother. We should start with Tuliolal and see to our own preparations while we're there. If you would meet us at the dirigible landing, we will see Prish and Alsal to Tuliolal. I've no doubt that Alsal and Prish will be safe. Will be safe at your side, but do make sure Bakul Jaja doesn't overexert himself. I'm not a babysitter. Those balloon-powered airships are really something. I didn't expect the flight to be so smooth. Don't tell that to Wuklamat, she'll vomit at the thought of it. So this is to the all. Before I forget, I couldn't help but notice how much you seem to know about me. Is there anything else you remember? I'm afraid I don't. And as you don't recognize me either, perhaps we weren't acquaintances after all. What I know of you was likely overheard in a tavern somewhere, patrons sharing stories of your famed exploits. I see. Well, I'll leave it at that then. Now, where to begin? Further, would it not be wise to first apprise the Landsguard of what's happened? Or would you prefer another stern lecture from the Vow of Reason? I'd sooner rip off our tail. Fine. Could you keep them occupied while we see to the Landsguard? Maybe take them to eat or something? I know, take them to Aunt T's to sample her tacos. Here for that first meal of yours we spoiled. Well, at least they're acknowledging it. And just so we're clear, we're not expecting to earn forgiveness. No amount of good deeds will ever undo our past, but there's always time to build a better future. Well, the fact that they basically made him a positive person is just like, okay, move on. But then, oh yeah. The pacing could be a little bit better in terms of how they're handling characters like the Cool Jasha. When you get there, tell her we sent you. She'll see that they're taken care of. I hope she might remember me, but she doesn't. I hoped she might remember me, but she doesn't even seem to know me. Gods, who am I? Auntie's tacos, eh? Let me guess, they serve tacos? Oh, I can hardly wait. I eat tacos all the time back home. Though I suppose it wouldn't hurt to take a more scenic route. Maybe something along the way that will help jog Alzal's memory. Okay, so we have a few speech bubbles. Those creatures remind me of the chocobos in Vana'diel. To say we adventurers found them indispensable would be no exaggeration. From shore to shore, they were our faithful companions, wheresoever the roads might lead us. What an Altana's name is that? Do you people actually ride those things? Chocobos are the only beasts I've ever seen used for riding in Vana'diel. If they have any, I'd sure like to see them. They don't have chocobos here. I cannot say why, but I've remembered something looking out at the sand dunes. There was a man out on the docks who claimed he could teach me new battle arts, but he would only agree on the condition I retrieved for him a damselfly worm, an apron, and a magic skull. I don't suppose you've met anyone on your travels who made such queer requests? One or two, maybe. My home is surrounded by ocean too. You know, it has the most beautiful views on a clear day. Not without the occasional monster, though. It's nice being able to walk around like this without your guard up all the time. So these are the markets of Tiliolo. There are so many stands, I wouldn't know where to begin. It's enough to make my head spin. The food would sure hit the spot right about now. No pressure. Remember, you're about to eat tacos. I've happened to spy a few goblins on the way to the market. I remember them living in the major cities of Vana'diel as well. Of course, there was no shortage of the unscrupulous sort living in the wilds as well. They would gather in droves and give chase to adventurers, forcing anyone and everyone to retreat back to the safety of town. Okay, railroad employee, that's the, that's the custom delivery. Walking the streets of an unfamiliar city, it feels like I'm back on another adventure. This is the right place. I can smell the savory meats already. And you must be Aunt T. Bakol Jaja recommended we sample your tacos, so we'll have 3 of your finest, please. Bakol Jaja sent you, did he? Take a seat, I'll be right over with a tray of our world-famous fare. World-famous or Tyrol famous? Tacos at long last. Oh, how I've waited for this moment. But if she's a simulacrum, how can she eat? I thought nothing could match the rich flavor of our tacos back home, but the spicy seasoning of this meat is something else. Eat as many as you like. This meal's on Bakul Jaja, so don't hold back. Prish has taken the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. Nope. Phew, I couldn't eat another bite. Thanks for treating us. It was almost like a taste of home. Have nausea. Seeing as we still have a little extra time to ourselves, care to hear more about Vana'diel? Why not? 20 years ago, the land was gripped by a terrible conflict. The Crystal War, they called it, and it wasn't long before my home, Vana'diel, was drawn into the struggle. During their assault on the peninsula, the Beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it centered the land, connecting us to the mainland. Those who survived fled to the Tavnazian safehold. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves. Sorry, I'm spoiling the mood, aren't I? You're an adventurer too, aren't you? Have any tales of daring you care to share with us? Where to begin? Traveling to other worlds and saving this one from the very embodiment of despair. Wait, really? You're not just an adventurer, you're a god's damned living legend? A hero and a living legend. Sorry for the wait. There was much to apprise the Landsguard of, as you well know. That Surreal Jar was behind the stolen relics, and the sightings of Galul Jaja was understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet, there are others enticed by the rumors of a strange portal in the woods. I've heard some foolhardy treasure seekers have even gone off looking for it. Uh-oh. A dangerous thought, knowing Surreal Jar could show up at any time with more of those echoes. Which is why I'm going back to Juno to make sure our people stay out of there. If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting. Maybe we should bring Wuklamat and that other friend of yours, Kryl, was it? I'm fairly sure I've had Tavnazian tacos before. They were famous for their heartiness and helped stave off fatigue, perfect for those who often found themselves on the defensive in battle. Gods, those tacos were bloody brilliant. There's nothing better than good food and good company to pass the time. As soon as Bakul Jaja says the word, we'll be off. Juno. Bakul Jaja is ready to return to Juno. Would that we have the time to show you more of Tiliolo, but we can't afford to have anyone wandering about in Juno. Now let us make haste to Yaktao. What is it on them? Okay, and I need to step away for a moment. It's nearly Autumn's dinner time, so I'm gonna give her dinner. If you need to get up and stretch your legs, do so now. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. It's hard to blame anyone for wanting to take a peek inside. I know I certainly would. The sooner we clear this place out, the better. I can only speak for myself, but the idea of running headlong through a mysterious rift to gods know where in search of treasure seems absurd. Yeah, until you do a treasure hunt. Terrell has no shortage of legends like the City of Gold to inspire would-be treasure seekers. No risk is too great if they believe their dreams can be realized. Efforts better spent on a more honest living, I'd say. Walk the noble path, walking the noble path like you, brother. In any case, whoever we find in there, we have to get them out quickly. Interesting that the portal has changed. Now we have a traditional ether current portal, and then we have this one. It wasn't that way before. And what if one of those weird shadow things decide to gobble you up? City's not all you see. When I jumped through that rift, I was expecting a dungeon or maybe a labyrinth, not whatever all this is. It's dangerous and I need to leave. Don't make me laugh. Not long ago, I heard someone crowing in the streets about some rare stone they found. Something like that could be worth a fortune. I'm not going anywhere if there's riches just lying around for the taking. You're not fooling anyone, you just want all the treasure for yourself, but I'm not leaving until I found it. Well, he found something. That much is certain. We don't mean to threaten you, but you need to leave at once. This place is more dangerous than it looks. Never seen a city like this in Torel before. Dangerous, you say? Perhaps I should hold off on surveying further then. What a shame. I happened upon a rather curious stone I hoped to take with me, but it was stolen by some Tanatan brute. Without knowing the value of that stone, I can't say it's worth giving chase, but he ran off to the south if you mean to go after him. You mean the guy standing by the barrels? Yeah, he's just over there. I'll be leaving now. If it's truly as dangerous as you say, I hope you'll be leaving soon as well. Let's see, where's also? No sign of him. Nope. Oh, there's also. Somehow I missed him. I realize how preposterous it seems, but none of this is real, and Emoja, by the name of Surrealja, created this place. That certainly is true. You came looking for some fancy trinkets too? Well, feast your eyes on this. We spoke with anyone who would listen, though a few were too stubborn to heed our warnings. Yeah, I know what you mean. A block of raw electrobe. But how? I take it you were the one who found this? I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave with that stone. It's too dangerous. You expect me to just hand it over? This isn't truly your law. You have no authority here. I found it. I'm keeping it. This is for your own good. Put the stone down and walk away, or else. Careful, brother. Lay a hand on him, and the vow of resolve will never let us hear the end of it. Oh, we're already in her debt as it is. Fine, you've come here to make your fortune, yes? Then let me pay you for it. That would certainly save me the trouble of finding a suitable buyer, but don't expect to let me to let it go for cheap. We couldn't help but overhear you're selling an artifact found in these ruins. Whatever this gentleman is willing to pay you, I assure you I can pay more. Great, just what we needed. Now, what do you suppose we do now? Explaining the circumstances surrounding this place would likely take more time than we can afford. Ah, of course. Why not hold an auction for the stone? An auction? That would certainly simplify matters. It would save you the trouble of bargaining with all interested parties separately and incentivizes them to pay you handsomely lest they be outbid. Fine by me, but I'll only be accepting payment in gil. This money will be taking me overseas, where I can finally live the life I've always wanted. Good luck with that. There are some lands that where, yeah, let's hold the auction already and get this over with. I'm guessing Alzal was inspired by the nearby auction house. Still, that was quick thinking. An auction should hopefully make things easier for Bakul Jaja, assuming he can outbid his competition, of course. I'll offer every last skill to my name. That stone, if I have to, that stone will be mine. Not a smart idea. My work has been turning a tidy profit these days, so I have coin to spare. That makes it a little difficult. The following duty cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. I'm not in duty finder at the moment. Begin quest event, sure. Strange that they didn't say begin the auction. If I may have your opening bid. Can you handle the bidding? We don't have much experience with auctions, but we do have coin you can use, around 1 million gil saved up from our work with the Landsguard. Hopefully that will be enough. Upon speaking with the Tonatalan thief, thief, the auction will begin. You may also first speak with the other prospective buyers to receive hints regarding their potential bids. Okay. We have 1 million gil all told, but I'm trusting we won't need to spend all of it. Damn, I wish I had money to join in. Seems like fun. While it is imperative that we recover the electrope, it wouldn't do to show your hand too early. Better to be conservative with your bids, staying just ahead of the competition. Generally smart. I've no time to for the back and forth of this bargaining nonsense. All I need is one bid to win that stone. So she really is just going all in, but probably doesn't have enough. Foreign merchants relieved me of my stock a few moons past, and it's a good thing they did. 1,500,000 gil, and I was forced to spend half of it in preparation for this expedition. Oh, so he's got... So he had 1.5 million. And he's now... He doesn't have 1 million gil. Certain, to be certain. Yeah, give me one, let me do... He has only 750,000. So we have one person who isn't revealing their amounts, but claiming to go all in, probably doesn't have enough. This person has a good amount, but not the full amount that we have. Okay, so what's your offer? The auction has begun. Outbid your competitors for the electro while conserving your capital. Right then, how much will you start with? 500,000. A bold opening bid, but I'm willing to bet that's all you have. 560,000 gil. Half my savings gone. Surely they're close to conceding, right? He's got 750,000. No more. 700,000? How's anyone meant to compete with that? Damn it all, I'm not leaving without that stone. 720,000 gil. Losing their bid by such a narrow margin, someone's reached their limit. $730,000. 800,000. That's been a good. Because he doesn't have. He only has 750. 200,000 gil to spare. Not bad, Myrokos. This looks to be all of it. The stone is yours. That was more expensive than I would have liked, but nothing a few hunt bills can't make up for, I hope. And we're just leaving the cube there. Fun as that looked, I'm sure I would have made a mess of things if that were me. I tend to get a little carried away under pressure. Well done, friend. Now let's have a look at that electric. Yeah, this presence, it feels familiar. The Shadow Lord. There's no mistaking that deep and bitter malice. The stone must have served as the heart of the Shadow Lord's echo. He was a being of pure hatred, responsible for bringing about the Crystal War. I was part of the company that would eventually bring his reign of terror to an end. You helped to defeat the Shadow Lord? Meaning Alzal must have been there with him, but I don't remember ever hearing about that. In any case, I will hold on to the Electrip. We should hurry back and speak with the Lands Guard. Excuse me, but were you speaking of the Shadow Lord just now? If there's more you wish to know, perhaps I can be of help. I've heard a great many tales of the fiend from the bards who frequent the taverns here in Juneau. I've been waiting over yonder near the fountain for my companions to arrive, but you're welcome to speak with me until they do. A most welcome offer, though there is much to be said for a first-hand encounter with the Echo in question. Perhaps we can revisit these tales another time, after we've made certain no more treasure hunters can readily gain entry. Let us return to Tuliola and speak with the Lands Guard. Myrokos, come and meet us at Bright Bloom Post. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's the telling stories. And that person's gone. I was hoping a few of the Lance Guard would be here already. The Lance Guard all appear to be well trained and well armed. I dare say they would be a match even for our soldiers back home. Once again, we're left with nothing but time on our hands until Surreal shows himself. I suppose there's no shortage of work to be done if we ask the Lance Guard. You may be better served exploring Toral. Familiarizing yourself with the land, it wouldn't do to find yourself lost when you're needed most. An honest to God's adventure? What a great idea. And you're coming with me, Alzal. Don't you dare say you're not interested. Any self-respecting adventurer would jump at a chance like this. I'll not deny the suggestion piques my interest. We warn you now, though the wilds of Toral are rife with danger, it is no place for the unprepared. I welcome the challenge. Okay. I can hardly count the number of times Vana'diel has been visited by some world-ending calamity. But no matter how dire things may have seemed, we always found a way through, together. This'll be no different, I'm sure of it. There's nothing we can't do so long as we have each other. The band of adventurers barely met, united in the face of great peril, just like old times. Are adventurers always so sentimental? Is that so terrible a thing? Ah, here he is. The moment we learn anything about Surreal Joe's movements, I've asked him to contact you. Meanwhile, in the Echo of Tulia, again, I have no connection to any of these places. I don't understand Although, admittedly, this one is pretty beautiful. Here, soon we will slaughter them all. Is that not so, Sorioncha? Soon, my dawn servant. Very soon. Then there shall be none to stop you from taking your rightful place on the throne. How fortunate for me, he lacks the wisdom of the true dawn servant. But if he will be made fit to rule, I must choose from the echoes carefully. The Shadow Lord showed promise, but Vana'diel is a land of rich history. I needn't settle for those who are but a blink of an eye on the annals of history. With the strength of the ancients, I will bring Tyrell, no, the whole world, to its knees. Okay, and with that, this chapter of the Alliance Route series is done. If you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells. And I will see you anon, friends.